Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen? Beaky here with the Untitled Game Show, back once again on August 22nd, 2015 with some really exciting video game news. NVIDIA has announced that they're gonna add ability to you to send your friends a controller and play a game with you without them owning the game. So yes guys, if you're a PlayStation 4 user, you are very much used to this feature. It's called SharePlay. But on the PC with GeForce graphics cards, you will be able to do it using a feature called Game Streaming Co-op, and you're gonna have to sign up to the new GeForce Experience beta, which will be starting in September. So let's go over this in detail now guys. Alright, first thing that's gonna be coming with this new update in September is an overlay for recording gameplay on GeForce graphics cards. That's going to allow you to record in 1080p all the way up to 4K 60 FPS gameplay and upload it directly to YouTube from within the game, very similar to the way Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 does it on your PC, all overlaid without going back to the desktop and opening up a folder. I think it's an awesome new feature. Now, along with that is where we get the Game Streaming Co-op, which is what NVIDIA is going to be calling it, where you're going to be able to give your friend a controller and allow them to actually either play the game for you if you need them to beat a difficult boss, as you will be able to see in the video of trying 3, or you'll be able to actually let them play with you in co-op without them owning the game. Now, there's some really cool stuff about this because the person who's playing the game with you can use any graphics card. It does not need to be a NVIDIA based graphics card. It can be an AMD graphics card. There is no minimum requirement. So that is actually awesome and excellent news. I love features like this becoming a standard in video game consoles, so I hope Nintendo and Microsoft come out next and start competing for features like this as well. Being able to send your friends a controller to play a game with you without them buying a copy of that game is a nice little feature, and it might even encourage your friend to buy that game as well because they get a free chance to try it out. Now, there is some other news to come with this beta. There's going to be a feature that allows you to stream your gameplay to that one specific friend in a low latency mode that is going to be basically one-to-one stream. That's the words that NVIDIA used. So we're going to have to see exactly how that works, but I think that's going to be working basically fine because it's a one-to-one stream. It's one person streaming to one other person who's just watching it. It should be pretty low latency because if you already play that person's game, watching them play should be just as fine as well. Now, of course, let's get to the PC requirement part of stuff. So if you guys are console gamers, this is stuff that you guys hate, but as a PC lover as well as a console lover, I gotta know about this stuff. Minimum requirements. If you're the host PC and sending the gameplay to your friend, this is what you need to know. The minimum requirements for the GPU starts out at 650. You need a GTX 650 graphics card or higher, and then for your CPU, you need an Intel i3 or higher, 4 GB of RAM, Windows 7, 8, or 10. You also will need a router that's able to do 802.11 at 5 GHz or plugged in right into the computer. And you need an upstream upload speed of 7 Mbps, guys. So yeah, DirectX 9 or higher games running in full screen exclusive. So once again, DirectX 9 or higher games running in full screen or higher are exclusively the only games that work with this. So if it's an older game that uses anything under DirectX 9, it's not going to work. I just wanted to mention this because I haven't heard anybody else really mention this watching videos about this topic. That is important to note if you're playing any games older than DirectX 9. Alright, and the good news, like I said before, if you're the person receiving the gameplay or the video, you don't need no minimum requirement GPU. CPU, you're gonna have to run an i3, 4 GB of RAM. You need to have a software version. This is what they say exactly, Chrome version 44. I'm not exactly sure if that's the Chrome browser because I usually use Firefox, so if it is, I'm sorry, I don't know. OS version is Windows 7, 8, or 10, and of course, once again, you're gonna need a download speed of a minimum of 7 Mbps. So yeah guys, can't wait to try out this beta myself. I think it's awesome that this feature is coming to PC gamers because stuff like this is a competition between PC manufacturers, hardware manufacturers for consoles, and next up what I want to see is AMD jump in the mix. That is like, hey, we got this feature coming as well to AMD cards, because I'm sure many of you guys watching this video might actually have an AMD card and you would love to be able to send your friend co-op invite to play a game with you even if they don't own the game, because I'm already thinking like, man, there's some games I have on my PC that nobody really plays online anymore, and I know some friends who would like to play with me and they just don't want to buy that game specifically though. I'm just gonna send them a controller, and then we can play for a few minutes and that'll be it. I think this is cool. I think this is awesome stuff. I don't see no negative in the story whatsoever unless it doesn't work when we try it in September. Once again, links in the description, and I want your guys' opinion on this story. Do you guys like hearing stories like this where PC manufacturers like Nvidia is actually going to be taking on some console features to make it more of a competition between all these companies? I see nothing wrong with this. I think this is awesome stuff. Peace out, guys. I'm like smiling my ass off right now. I could talk forever. Later.